Welcome to 1 week of Scratch. Now the purpose of this video will be to tell you what 1 week of Scratch is. So, as you can see on this computer screen, there is a game in which you are an airplane and you are trying to collect gold nuggets and avoid birds. You have, as you can see, there's a gas meter, there's miles traveled and a miles per hour meter, and there's a throttle. And in case you didn't notice, your gas meter actually goes down faster the higher up your throttle meter is. There's also a golden nuggets meter on the side, and later on in the video you'll see that when the golden nuggets meter reaches 50, you get the option to drop your gold. Then you can then it restores your gas to 99%. Hitting birds removes gas from your gas tank. So, how can you make a game like this? Well, that is exactly the goal of 1 week of Scratch. Scratch is an online coding program that lets you create whatever you desire. It doesn't allow complete 3D editing, but you can make that with enough programming and understanding of the language itself. Scratch is easy to use for the children of all ages, as it uses simple block code pieces instead of complicated text and things that a person would need to spend a long time studying in order to understand and learn. Scratch seems complicated at first, and definitely a little daunting, but once you really get the hang of it, you can make some very cool and intricate games on Scratch. Maybe you'll even get featured in the front page. You can also build up your account and get a large following. You'll get people who wait to get new games by you, and you don't only have to create games. With the Scratch program, you can create anything, whether it's games, or maybe a story, or an animation. You can really let your imagination roam wild with Scratch. You can do just about anything. You can create sticky notes, you can create sprites, and you can color them, you can create clones. But the problem is, you really need to understand all of this. And once again, that will be the goal of 1 week of Scratch. 1 week of Scratch is going to be 7 days, where each day a new video will be uploaded teaching you a new feature of Scratch. And by the end of 1 week of Scratch, you should be able to create your own game very similar to this game, using everything you've taught to do with variables, movement, and key controls. Whether you're a parent looking to get your child involved in some sort of coding program with the new era, or you're just a child who wants to have some fun with this program and create something yourself. Or maybe even if you just need something to do in your spare time and you want to know how to make your own stuff with this, this is the place to go. And keep in mind that you can also program your own games and share it with your family and friends, or even just play it yourself. It's really fun, and you can do all sorts of fun things. And by the end of this 1 week of Scratch, you will be able to know how to manipulate variables, how to make events happen with key presses, how to make sprites move up and down, left and right, how to make things appear and disappear, how to create functions, how to create lists, how to sense variables and edit them, how to sense things like a certain time, how to play sounds, and much, much more. Once again, you'll be able to create very intricate and very fun games. So, that's 1 week of Scratch. I personally am looking forward to it. Aren't you? It's going to start on Sunday, and I'm going to upload a video every day teaching a new thing in Scratch. And I can promise you that it will be very, very useful and a key building block in learning how to do other, more complicated programming languages. I am very excited to make these videos.